The young man climbed over the fence and reached his hand out. He saw that the ground below was full of zombies, but he didn't care about the danger to his life. Finally, he found a signal and answered a call from his mother. Suddenly, the sound of zombies breaking through the door came from the phone, followed by the helpless screams of his family. The young man was very angry. He pushed everything in the house onto the floor and kicked the TV set fiercely. Then he opened the door and used a baseball bat to hit the zombies, just to vent his emotions. The next second, a never-ending stream of zombies came at him. He was so scared that he ran for his life. In the end, he hid in a corner and held his breath to avoid the group of zombies. A few days later, the electric fields in various parts of the city exploded and all the lights went out. The young man felt very desperate, so he hung a white rope and put his head in it, wanting to end his life. Suddenly, a red light shone in from the opposite side. He realized that there were still other survivors. He immediately gave up the idea of killing himself. He struggled in the air and finally broke the rope. He looked happily at the other side and saw that the person was a beautiful girl. He slapped himself for his suicidal thoughts and felt regretful. Then the two agreed to meet the next morning. The girl set up many traps at home. If the zombies broke in, they would be caught in the traps and then she would finish them off with an axe. The next day, when they met, the young man was holding his stomach. The girl asked if he was hungry and he nodded. So the girl used a baseball to send a rope over with food tied to it. But the distance was a bit far and the baseball fell to the ground. Fortunately, the young man had a drone. He successfully got the food and nodded to the girl to thank her while eating. Suddenly, a zombie that used to be a firefighter picked up the rope on the ground and saw the girl upstairs. The other end of the rope was tied to a table. The girl hurried to untie it, but the zombie pulled hard. The girl was knocked unconscious by the table. Seeing the zombie about to climb up, the young man grabbed a bottle from his home and threw it at the zombie, but it didn't work. So he sent out his drone again to distract the zombie, but it was smashed by the zombie. Just as the zombie was about to climb into the house, the girl woke up in time, rushed over and chopped the zombie down. At that moment, the young man decided to go searching for supplies. He tied towels around his shoes to avoid making noise while walking. Then he took a flashlight and went out. He found some food in the refrigerator and put it all into his bag. He also took some lighting equipment and a walkie-talkie. After the young man had eaten his fill, he gave some food and the walkie-talkie to the girl. Later, they communicated with the walkie-talkie every day. They both said thank you at the same time.